A quiet Saturday at home can be just what the doctor ordered, and today has been that for me so far. I am currently enjoying my front porch. It's getting a little bit too warm to sit out here, but it's not terrible at the moment, so yet another place where I can sit and have some peace and quiet in my house. We have so many rooms, but that's a good thing because it gives me a lot of opportunities to move around and have different views and different things to putter around with. So my quiet Saturday started with breakfast in the sunroom. JT and I enjoyed a nice quiet meal out there. It was cloudy this morning and very pleasant. And then JT went and did his morning session at Comma Coffee, and I spent the morning cleaning the house a little bit. Swept and mopped the floors, did a little vacuuming and dusting and cleaning our desks and things like that. And sometimes doing those chores can help reduce my tension because when I get really busy, I notice that there are things I need to do. And when I am too tired or too stressed to actually get around to them, that just adds to my stress level. So spent a nice quiet morning puttering around the house, cleaning things up. JT and I just finished lunch, and typically when we have our lunch and occasionally dinner, we play Words with Friends. And we like to say that we get along really well for either 22 or 23 hours of the day, but that hour or two when we're playing Words with Friends, all bets are off. We get a little cutthroat in our word games, and it can be a lot of fun. So that's our routine on these quiet Saturdays. I will be visiting with my kids and grandkids tomorrow. It looks like, unfortunately, there is another fire that started to the west of Reno, actually not too far from the California border again. The fires that were closing in on my family members have fortunately been almost completely put out. They are still mopping up the rest, and just in time too, because next weekend is Burning Man. If anyone is familiar with Burning Man, it started out, I think, in the Bay Area, South Bay maybe, and they moved it to the Black Rock Desert. And that's actually a perfect place for it because it's a big, wide open space. Black Rock City, I think, becomes like the third largest city in Nevada during Burning Man because it's something like 60 or 70,000 people show up for that. So the fires that were to the northwest and the northeast of Reno are actually between Reno and the playa where Burning Man is held. So thankfully, those fires are almost out now. Hopefully there will not be any more, and the one that is west of Reno won't get any larger, but it looks like it's not going to be good because that is a forested area, and the other fires were dealing with things like sagebrush and cheatgrass, but this is going to be more evergreens, and some of them may be dried out. So hopefully that doesn't get too far out of control, especially since there are a lot of populated areas up there. And we hadn't had a terrible fire season up to this point, but the last few weeks have not been great. And I know that other places are having it much worse than we are. For example, Canada earlier this year had some really horrible fires. And I think they may have had some in British Columbia recently as well, or in Washington State. I know there are a lot around Oregon, and that's not too far from the northwestern corner of Nevada. So it's very dry. We haven't gotten a lot of rain for the last few months. I can't remember the last time we got a really decent rainstorm. So hopefully, fingers crossed that they get those fires completely under control soon, and the one to the west of Reno doesn't get any worse than it is, but it looks like there may already be evacuation zones in place. So it's not good. Please, if you are in an area where it is very dry, be careful when you're outdoors doing activities. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like a cigarette. It can be a spark, from a car backfiring or a chainsaw. It can be so many different things. So definitely be careful about when you're out in those dry and very exposed areas, because the least little thing can start a fire that can become a major disaster pretty quickly. But aside from that, everything is going fairly well so far. I am still waiting for my bookmarks for Battleborn Bride to show up. Those should be here, I think, on Wednesday. So I won't have them in time for my appearance at the Churchill County Library on Tuesday, but that's okay. Also, let's see, my proof copy of Battleborn Bride hasn't quite printed yet, and I'm getting a little nervous because it is August 22nd today. So we have 9 days left of August, and then we're going into September, which is a 30-day month. So fingers crossed that I get things in time. We have adjusted our appearances for October. So we will be doing an appearance at the Douglas County Library in Minden on October 17th. And that's when I hope to have my first author copies in hand for Battleborn Bride. Then on October 18th, I actually have my Battleborn Bride release party at the Riverside Gallery in Reno. And I am in early stages of trying to set up an event at Bub's Bookstore here in Carson City as well that would actually happen on release day, October 31st, which I think is Saturday this year. So that would be the same day as the Nevada Day Parade, which will make it a very busy day here in Carson City. So I hope I can have some author copies in hand in plenty of time for all those events. The one, after Tuesday at the Churchill County Library, JT and I are going to be doing Pagan Pride in Reno at Idlewild Park in mid-September. I don't remember the exact date, but that should be a lot of fun. And aside from that, we don't really have anything else planned for now. We'll probably pick up a couple events for the holidays, but we're easing back on those. I think for the moment, everything we have planned is a free event. We have backed out of doing Mark Twain Days this year because it falls the same day that we're doing the Douglas County Library. So we aren't going to be spending any more money on booth fees for now, for the immediate future. But we'll see how that goes. But, that was the other thing we did this morning, was we had our weekly business meeting. That's where we discuss all the events and how much money we've spent and how little money we've brought in, things like that. But we're kind of hunkering down to do some more creative work. We've been busy really trying to promote ourselves for months now, and it's time to kind of start settling down to get some more words out. And JT's got at least 2 manuscripts in progress. I have my Spooktober poems, and I'm going to be working on Restless Spirits Book 3, plus there is the book that JT and I are co-writing. So technically JT has 3 projects and I have 3 projects. So we're still busy, even though we're kind of backing off a little bit on events. And I'm going to spend some time really mulling the idea of promoting the books we already have out and about. I am posting, whenever someone posts online that they're looking for a read and they're specifically looking for indie recommendations, I will sometimes promote either myself or JT, depending on what they're looking for. Someone today was specifically looking for books about women in their 50s. So I said that I have written Passion Restored, which I put that out, and hopefully maybe they'll be interested enough to take a look at it, because Angela, is it Angela? Oh, good Lord. I've written so many books now, I don't remember which character's in which book. I'm going to have to go back and double check that. But the characters in Passion Restored are definitely in their 50s. Oh, that is going to bother me. But that's okay. Plus, JT and I do plan to go out and about on Monday, and I will be getting my dye to dye the fabric for the dress that I'm going to be making for October to wear for my Battleborn Bride release events. So that's the other thing that I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be interesting. I'm not really sure how the dyeing process is going to work because I've never done that before. So I'll take you along and we'll see how it goes. But other than that, it's been a nice, quiet, relaxing Saturday. Like I said, currently enjoying my front porch. Of course, I have to have a Coca-Cola sign out here because I have things everywhere. And maybe once I get a little, maybe after the whole Battleborn Bride thing dies down, I'll talk a little bit more about my Coca-Cola collection because that'll be fun going into the holidays. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day and a good weekend so far. Like I said, it is August 22nd. It is Saturday, and we're coming up on the end of the month. We have one more weekend left of August, and the kids are already back in school. One of my grandkids was actually already out sick. It only took him about a week and a half. It happens pretty quick in the fall. And, we're going to be getting into the Burr months here very soon, going into September, October, November. My plan is after Labor Day to start switching my house over for my autumn decor. So I start really going into the Halloween season, and I will take you along on that adventure as well. That will probably take me days to get everything out and about because I have bins worth of decorations out in my workshop. So I look forward to this time of year because I go from Halloween and autumn decor into Thanksgiving decor and then straight into the Christmas extravaganza. And we'll have to do several videos talking just about things like my Christmas trees because I have a lot of them. So that's going to be some fun stuff to look forward to. Anyway, again, I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is The Life of a Writer. Take care.